I have my days where I'm like, I don't want to get on this plane, you know, I don't want to go to this show, but you pick yourself up, you do it, you pull through, and then when you're there and you're playing for those 2 hours and you've got people going crazy, it's like, I get emotional just thinking about it because that is why I still do it. What do I enjoy about music conferences? Well, for me, it's really important, you know, just not as a DJ, but also as a label owner as well, because I get to meet up with all the distributors, and also from a DJ perspective, you know, you literally walk down the street and you just bump into absolutely everyone. So I absolutely love ADE, I really do, I love
it. In the industry, there are not too many girly DJs, that's a fact. I don't know why.
I can only talk from personal experience in, you know, what you said about female DJs, and there's actually tons of female DJs. So when I decided that I wanted to be a DJ, you know, I was getting bookings. I guess it goes back to getting booked on my looks, because I was getting bookings from MySpace, you know, so they hadn't heard what I played, they were just clicking on a picture and going, okay, yeah, we'll book her.
So I think sadly still, the industry's pale, male and stale, but thankfully that's starting to change, but it has to be changed, I think, through role models, and it has to be, it's not about what people would term positive discrimination, it's about positive action.
For me, the last 10 years, in interviews, all I get asked is, what is it like to be a female DJ in a male-dominated industry? It's cool, like, it's such a stupid question, because it's no different. I mean, that's just my experience, you know. I don't know how it is for, you know, for you, but it's been a really positive thing in my life, you know. I just always just wanted to be respected as a DJ. You know, I've just done a panel now on prejudice, and for me it was really interesting and really cool actually to get my point across as well. You know, because there was a guy on the panel that said, you know, there's not many female DJs. Absolute rubbish. So I'm preparing for Divine Sounds tonight. We've got our label party here in Amsterdam at ClubNL. I'm going to play some unreleased stuff, obviously some Defected promos that I've got that are coming out soon on DFTD, and just some records that I champion. Back in the day, I was warming up for Frankie Knuckles, rest in peace, Kenny Dope, Dennis Ferrer, Bob Sinclair, Shapeshifters, ATFC, Spen, you know, and then fast forward that 5 years, it was Oliver Dollar, Noir, Nick Curley, Gucci, you know, all these, to me, absolute legends, and I was warming up for them every single week. I believe that, you know, you should take every single opportunity that comes your way, and that's the universe's way of saying, you know, that's the path, that's your next step for how you get to the next step, you know. So in the beginning, I made myself ill actually from where I was gigging so much. If your mind goes crazy, which it has for quite a lot of artists in the industry, the money's not worth it anyway. In the beginning, I really struggled with getting the balance of family and gigging right, and to be honest, I probably still haven't got it right, and I think you can ask any DJ. Now it's like, I don't say yes to absolutely everything. I've made more of a conscious effort to make more time with my friends and, you know, have little weekends here and there, whereas before I didn't have that, and I lost relationships, I lost friendships, I lost contact with family members, and now I'm kind of feeling like I'm catching up. Divine Sounds has a massive family community. You know, you know, I come from Defected Records, so, you know, that's been embedded in me since I got signed. We wanted to be a platform for new and up and coming artists, and, you know, we were 4 this year, and I think we've really nailed that. People like being a part of the label because we do give off that family vibe, you know, I thrive on that. The hardest part of running a label for me is that I find it really difficult to say no. You know, it's ended up being that we've got like currently 13 Italian artists on the label, you know, and it's just, it's insane that we're picking up these artists that were that kind of, widespread that these Italian artists are coming to us, that they know about a little record label from London, So Divine Sounds at parties for me is about creating a proper party vibe, like a house party vibe. I had a birthday party and I booked a 90s R&B DJ. We ended up doing it in the kitchen. We had a big round table, everyone got dressed up in 90s gear. It was so sick. So in my head, that's what I want to do for our next Divine Sounds party, and it's going to be called Round Our House. I want people to come and just as soon as they walk through the door, they're dancing straight away. I want to be able to take people on a journey. And this is what I get from Divine Sounds, it's all the artists on the label. Everyone just come down, have a vibe, leave your phones in your pockets and just put your hands in the air. Do I love DJing now as much as I ever had? I have my days. I definitely have my days. I mean, in the beginning, it's all new, it's all shiny, it's all brand new, it's all amazing. When I look back, are my best days over? Sometimes I think they are. No artist wants to think that they are, right? So that's why I'm always recreating different things. I rebranded 5 or 6 years ago. I went from Miss Divine to Sam Divine. That gave me a different persona. That almost gave me my second wind again. I come from a vinyl background. I worked in record shops for a really long time. I've done 14 seasons in Ibiza and I'm still doing it. So do I still love it? Yeah, I do still love it. Of course I do.